Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. We're playing Lost and Finders campaign, which takes us to Tales of the Yawning Portal. We're currently in the Forge of Fury, and on episode 16 out of all of our episodes. So, let's get to our party. Nathan will be joining us for Quella. Josh is playing Ixildor. Heather's playing Phlebotomist. And Dieter is playing Kieran. You guys have a charmed Duergar, the only Duergar left, who's going to give you a tour of the Foundry, the 4th level of the dungeon. On your left, you see the river coming down, and on the right is where you see the waterfall, where you killed many of his friends. Continuing on.
No regrets.
He is mourning a little bit, but the charm is like alcohol. It's helping him through it. Alright, let's get to your dungeon noises. And go.
Alright, so I guess we have to continue on.
He wants to lead you back up into the throne room.
Is there anything in those little rooms down there?
Oh. No.
Alright, let's go back.
Alright. Flicker off this one and click back on the throne room. And he believes that you guys should go to the southwest first because it is a smaller detour.
Is there any loot in the throne room that he knows about?
Oh, that you guys didn't... You guys looted armor.
We looted the bodies. Is there anything hidden around?
Anything secret?
Was something that I didn't give you.
Okay.
Garrett had a potion of healing on her. Just a straight potion of healing. And...
We should probably give that to Quella.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, she has a lot
her
of
health. She's good. Who's the lowest here? Your Artificer does, which makes sense.
30.
Artificers are just...
You have healing abilities, though. All of us do except for Quella.
That is true, yeah. That might be good for her then.
Now, we should probably each have a good berry, just to get food in our systems. So I'll pass out 4, and then I'll eat the remaining 4.
Feed the swan?
That's Quella's responsibility, not mine.
Are you gonna feed
Give
the
the swan a
Duergar?
good berry.
What?
Are you gonna feed the Duergar?
Oh, no.
I will feed the swan my good berry.
Okay.
Ah.
And Quella thanks you. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know charades.
Don't know charades.
Right.
Okay.
I need to
In Dwarvish, he says, these are the kitchens. This is where food was kept. And as you enter, the table rears up like a horse coming to attack you. And he goes, and it settles back down and sits like a normal table.
Alright, somebody mentioned treasure in the table. Go get the treasure.
Well, says in Dwarvish, we assume there's treasure because we can't get into it. We assume someone would want to protect the drawers of the table.
So the idea is that there is treasure in the drawers of the table, which they obviously can't get into because it's all animated and whatnot. So we would have to, like, chop it
Kill
up.
it?
Yeah.
So what happens if our captive goes and tries to open the drawer?
Have you guys tried opening the drawers? Does that, like, does it attack?
Oh, yes, we already took all the gold out.
Okay.
So there's no treasure in the drawers.
Well, you can go open if you'd like. I'm going to read you guys the description of the room.
Okay.
The stairs leading south from the pillared hall end at a wooden door. Beyond is a corridor that opens up into a large room lined with hearths. This room must once have served as a kitchen, with pots, pans, cauldrons, kettles lying scattered on the floor and strewn across several tables. So you guys have full mess kit stuff here if you need it.
Okay.
An archway to the west leads into a pantry filled with rotted foodstuffs. Let me go ahead and get rid of this animated table. Suddenly you hear scraping sound of the big wooden table shudders and begins moving and heading right for you. So this thing is just kind of sitting and clopping in place. Yeah, anyone want to go over and open the door?
I'm gonna do it, yeah.
Okay, Phlebotomist goes over to the door. Opens it.
What's in it? I can't see.
Just pull the whole drawer out.
And it didn't like that. It's and
Oh,
the
sorry.
table like gets up and moves around and just settles back down.
So is there anything in the drawer?
Yes. This drawer was so nice and airtight that there is a preserved book with a leather cover on it.
Nice.
All books.
And you open it, and you're the only one who can read Dwarvish. Actually, no, it's not in Dwarvish. It's in Common.
Oh.
You open it up. It's a mix of things. It looks like it was the diary of someone, maybe even a family of people. And it starts with potions and foods that you would have made in a jungle biome.
Ooh.
And then over time, as the pages turn, it suddenly changes from jungle to the mountain areas of the Cloven Mountains. So there are food recipes, cake recipes, mushroom pie recipes. There's healing potions, sleep potions for surgeries, awakened potions for sleep potions effects, stuff like that. And we can define those more later.
Awesome.
But basically so the potions that you know from the Cowabunga area now extend to potions of the Cloven Mountain area.
That's cool.
And even down to Blazing Bell. But that's about it.
Awesome.
Still, that's the only biomes you cover. And there are dwarven cake recipes in this book.
I'm gonna have to take that book at some point.
Oh, you can borrow it, but you can't take it.
Well,
This is
jot some
mine.
notes down. You can keep
Yeah,
the book.
okay,
I'll copy
alright.
down the recipes, though.
Is there anything in any other drawers he has? I'm gonna put the drawer back in. I'm not some monster.
I mean, how would you like it if somebody
I'm
removed
so
your spleen
tempted.
and didn't put it back?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so tempted as you push it in, it's... Just kidding.
Oh no! No.
It doesn't make noise. It doesn't make noise.
In,
No, there's
out,
no more
in,
treasure in the
Oh,
kitchens. No more treasure in the kitchens.
Okay.
So you guys leave the kitchens.
No,
I
wait,
will
wait,
collect
wait.
shipper and mess kit.
I was gonna, yeah.
You guys just throw a bunch of shit in
I think
the
I
whole
already
thing.
have one.
Actually, can
You do.
I roll Arcana to see if like an animated table like this, if you can like get it to come with you out of room, like if you can get it to follow you or whatever.
Well, Arcana.
Natural
Dude.
one.
You can try with a lot of coaxing. You think that if you call it like a dog, it will come.
All right. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Come on. It's gonna be our new pet.
What? Wait. What?
The table. It's our new pet. Help me.
And you just start dragging it.
Come on. Come on.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Use your animal skills.
I don't. This is not an animal.
It is too.
It's a table, fool.
It has 4 legs.
And?
It walks.
And?
Animals do those things.
Correct.
Therefore,
So do monsters.
they're animals.
No, you can't keep a monster as a pet.
I can. Have you seen Blood Junior?
Okay, I can't argue with that logic. I just can't. Because you're not wrong. But no, you're not taking the table.
I'm gonna try and climb on top of the table.
That's not a good idea.
You do. You just get up there.
Oh,
Alright.
please buck him off.
Onwards.
Nothing happens.
How's that working for
Standing
you?
on it.
I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe there's some writing on the underside of the table.
Oh.
Maybe some I don't know, carved runes that animates it.
So you just crawl your little body over the edge. Get down
While
there.
still on top of it. You're just like,
Hanging over
Hanging
the
under.
edge.
yeah.
And your bat is just hanging.
Well, homunculus.
Yeah. It's wizard writings.
Okay.
So you'd have to roll Arcana.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on.
Another.
Dude.
That can't be right.
Jail that fucker.
Is that a net one?
Yes. That can't be right. That's messed up.
Now I gotta come up with something that you think. You have
need
to
a
bond with the tree, with the table. You have to bond with it.
Hold on.
So you might have to drag it with you for some time to prove that you're trustworthy and good for it.
Okay.
So you'll need to drag it with you and sleep with it and cuddle it and pet it.
Okay. I'm prepared to do this. All right. So I'm gonna.
This seems to be like it would require a great deal of effort and time and resources that we don't quite have at the moment.
Have you ever tried raising a pet?
I have thousands of them.
Then you know it's all of those things. So.
Yes, but mine are already trained.
And they're alive.
Well, so is.
No, it's animated. There's a very big difference.
Is there though?
Yes.
But is there?
Yes.
But is there?
But there
really? Okay. Well, regardless, he's coming with us.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna name him Flippy.
I don't care. I'm going to pick Phlebotomus up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, come on, little man. You're coming with me.
Hey, let me go.
Grapple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Quilla's already getting out of the way.
Is that a strength?
I thought it was strength or
For
dex.
you, it's strength or dex.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, so I got a 17.
Oh, no, I got an 11.
All right.
Wiggle your way out. No!
Oh, yeah, keep dancing on top of your pet. Yeah, I'm sure it likes that.
Flippy is coming with us, and that's final.
I will kill it before that happens.
Wow. I don't kill your pets.
I don't have pets.
Yeah, clearly, I can see why.
You're being obnoxious.
So are you.
Just please go check the pantry.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Before
check.
I do.
I'm gonna go check the pantry.
Rotten foodstuffs, kind of like up above. Where you guys had all the vinegar and cider and just rotten, gross stuff.
It's all nasty. You don't want to eat it.
We did get some vinegar earlier. We don't need any more.
Okay. So I'm gonna get my rope from my bag of holding, and I'm gonna tie it around the table as like a leash.
Okay, and then you're gonna just
yeah,
roll a
goats.
general strength for dragging the table along with you.
How is it not attacking him?
Do you feel like aiding me?
No.
Because the dwarf that's charmed is sitting there
You can use
making it
guidance
not
on
attack.
I'm gonna use guidance on this. I'm gonna need it. My goodness. I'm gonna
Natural
need
one.
Close.
Man.
it. So that's strength. That's a 4.
Okay, so the rest of you file out of the room.
Oh no, I want to see this.
No, so do I.
He's dragging it, and he's bumping into the sides of the hallway, and he's Austin Powersing it, and he's dragging it through, and now he has to get it through the door, so he's under it like...
No, you have to twist it. No, the other left.
I'm trying my best here.
How's that working for you?
Now you guys get it out the door, and you have to go down the stairs.
Oh, there is no guys. This is just him.
No, I know. You guys are out watching him come down the stairs, and then it flips. And then you guys just...
Oh no!
on the ground. His legs are wiggling with its back on the stone.
It's like a turtle.
I'm gonna go and try and lift him back up.
Wait. Will it seemed to obey the Durgar earlier.
Maybe it's the Duragar's pet. Did you think of that?
Okay.
How would you feel if somebody stole Blood Junior from you?
Awful. Hey, bloke, is this your pet?
No,
Can I have him?
he probably won't let you.
But if he does, can he be my pet?
It's designed to only follow dwarves.
What if I tell him I'm a dwarf?
I don't understand what's happening.
I'm gonna
but
cry.
I'm pretty sure I understand what's
I'm
happening.
gonna cry right now. This is too much. Alright, I'm gonna help him up. And I'm gonna help him back up to his home.
Is there a strength check involved
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you guys are watching him sadly give up and put it back.
Oh,
Wow.
finally.
Like when a kid
well
wants
done.
a toy at a store and has to
I
put
got a
it back.
15.
So you flip it over and you're like petting it and like tearing a little bit.
Goodbye, Flippy. I'll never forget you.
here?
Perhaps.
I suppose Flippy is actually quite, accurate now, isn't it?
So when you get to the stairs, it actually walks itself back up to the kitchen and puts itself right back where it
I will
was.
admit, it's a bit interesting to see a table walk by itself.
Yeah. It's one of the best.
It's okay. We will get you a walking, desk lamp.
But it won't be Flippy.
Perhaps there is a
No.
way to, I don't know, override or edit whatever is written on the other side of it.
Perhaps you can become such a powerful mage you can create them yourself.
I'm gonna do an Arcana roll to see if I can do that.
Dude, there you go.
I got a 25. No.
You think that there are ways to edit magic, but not at your current abilities. You've heard of legends of artificers who could edit enchantments by changing the runes out, but you just don't have that ability.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to come back here later, guys.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh fuck!
What?
Why?
There's a thing I forgot in a room.
Ha! I've been there.
Ah!
Does it involve children?
No. I'll have to put it in a future room. Anyway.
How about one of those little rooms?
I think I know where to put it.
Right in the pantry.
No, it doesn't work there. Anyway. Okay, sorry. DM moment. You guys have been there. You know how it is.
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want your guard to lead you next? Your tour guide.
Well, let's go.
He says, yeah, let's go back to the throne room. And he points to the northwest and says, to the northwest is an old shrine. It's where the Durgeddin's corpses, and the orcs erected a guard against it. So you will have to fight what's in there.
Well, let's tie you up and leave you here.
Okay.
We'll be back for you.
Well, couldn't we go like a different way first to have us lead us, and then come back here once, you know, the charm spell is weared off?
If we can free the Durgeddin founder's corpse, perhaps it would be a resource for us.
I don't follow.
So, my little friend, the spirit of the original Durgeddin may be trapped up there. If we free him, he might be able to help us.
He might be a skeleton, and he might eat our faces.
That's true too. Either way, it's very interesting. Skeletons don't have a digestive system.
Well, they have teeth.
I know, right?
I still think we should come back here a little later, just in case there's any other stuff we might want to go check.
Well, we know what's in there. Why don't we explore a bit more around and then come back?
That's
I'm
what I
okay with
feel.
that plan.
Oh, you're in charge.
So,
Yeah.
what else is around here?
Okay.
Northeast.
So he says to the northeast is a large section of rooms that must have been the royal family's sleeping quarters, but are now graves for dead bodies and tramping grounds for a ghost of the old dwarves.
Ghost of the old dwarves.
Yes.
Hey, that's what you were talking about, sort of.
It is sort of what I was talking about. Ghosts are a bit unpredictable, though.
You're a bit unpredictable, and we keep you.
That's true, but do you want two of me?
Do we want two of him?
Yes, we do. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Gods.
Oh, sorry, remind me where you're going?
The ghosts.
Are we going toward the ghosts?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go.
I guess we're going toward the ghosts.
Now, if it's a ghost of one of the original dwarves, wouldn't we be trespassers?
Oh, most likely.
We're more liberators than trespassers.
But it won't know that unless...
It will probably attack us.
I can speak Dwarvish. It's all good. It's all
Unless
good.
we free the original Durgeddin's ghost.
Are we for sure knowing that the original Durgeddin's ghost is in need of freeing?
Well, it's in need of guarding against by the old orcs, right?
Good point.
So I'm at least 70% sure that we'll get something useful out
So you're
of
not
that
sure?
room. I'm 70% sure.
So you're not sure?
It's better than 60% sure.
It makes me feel 75% sure.
Whatever blows your hair back.
Oh, and I druidcraft my hair back.
I don't think I like that, that phrase. Something about it bugs me. Okay, anyway, what are you guys deciding?
Yeah. So
Northwest.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm okay with it. We're gonna have to fight something either way. So
yeah.
Grab the note card. Okay. You guys are led to the door to the northwest, and the charmed dwarf opens it for you and stands back, and I will describe to you what you see. This room was once a shrine to the gods of the dwarves. The walls are carved with their door images, and a low stone altar stands at the west end of the room. Stone benches have been smashed and thrown askew, and the icons of the gods defaced. Atop the altar, arms folded over his chest, lies the ancient corpse of a dwarf warrior in plate armor, the Durgeddon symbol on his chest. Bones lie heaped around the altar's base, and at its foot crouches the desiccated body of an orc in studded leather. Behind the altar, inlaid into the walls, are, you know when you go to like a mausoleum and you see the coffins in the walls? They're plaques with a coffin and the stone shape of a dwarf on the top of each coffin. There's one on the left and one on the right.
Well, this seems to be your area of expertise. How do we proceed?
Well, I will start with using one of my divine sense. And I can then predict if there are any celestials, fiends, undead, or if this land is consecrated or desecrated within 60 feet of me.
Or Fae?
No, not Fae.
Oh, okay.
There are 3 undead. Skeletons to the north, the skeletons to the south, and the orc corpse in the middle. This is desecrated area.
Wonderful. Well, this place is unholy.
Can you holify it?
No.
Okay.
And there's also undead creatures in here.
Okay. How do we want to proceed?
Does anyone want to try to identify the skeletons from here?
They look like bones.
I'll try and do that. What?
Quella could too. Go ahead and do nature.
Right?
Ooh.
What is her nature bonus?
Her nature bonus is +3.
What'd you get, Phlebotomus?
I have better nature than her. Wow. I got 23.
Okay.
I got 9.
21.
She got 21 as well. So I won't make her charades list to you. So just peeking your head through the door and looking at the very large hip bones and shoulders, you think these are the burned skeletons of ogres. Wait. Not burned. Sorry, I mixed them up with trolls. Just the skeletons of ogres.
Alright, so...
Do we want to do anything in here? Because if it's just the skeletons, then it's not the ghost.
I mean, the ghost could be in the spirit world or whatever that is, stuck, unable to come back. We take out the nasties and then you and I use mending to repair things, and the images of these dwarven gods can be images again, right?
Now, you guys have fought an ogre before. It wasn't that bad, but how do you feel about fighting 2 and whatever that orc thing is?
Well, I think we can take care of it.
What do you think, Ixelboy?
I don't know what to think, to be honest. I'm going to, at very least, use a Cure Wounds from my Ring of Spell Storing to heal myself.
Okay.
For right now. That's 1. That's fucking wonderful.
+4.
+4? Okay, good. So I'm good 20.
Hey, do you want this strength potion I have?
It may be a good idea to take it, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or do we want to save it for the inevitable dragon that we have to fight?
I at least keep it on my person.
Yeah.
Unless you wish to have it.
I don't really use strength with my fighting style.
No, you know, especially with your shillelagh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, shillelagh!
So we are going in.
I suppose.
Count those dimensions for me.
Oh, my favorite part! No!
Sorry. I was making music.
1, 2... Wait, that's a half! 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, another half, so 14!
Okay. Okay, sorry, I have to,
I believe I know the answer to this question, but that...
Okay.
I got it!
Freaking slam. Go ahead and have your conversation for me, please.
I believe I know the answer to this question, but it needs to be at full extension while you're pointing at the TV, correct?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It just... I enjoy it.
That's what I figured.
Actually, so you guys, battle hasn't started, so go ahead and discuss like your battle plans with each other in character. So you guys see there's 3 enemies. Who's going to go for what? Who's going to use what?
How far apart are they spread? Are the 2 ogre skeletons together?
No, there's one to the north and one to the south.
Oh, one to the north, okay. And then the orc is where?
Right in the
the
middle.
green
Right
bit in the middle,
Yeah,
right there.
just point it out for
Oh,
me.
there. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm sort of thinking it might be a bit of a pain in the ass to try and hurt skeletons with my bow. So I'm gonna try and aim for that orc there.
That's a good idea.
If you want, I can cast grease around them, so when they file in towards us by the pews, they'll slip and fall.
That's a very good idea, too. I like that.
And what we could do is just sort of wait for them to come to us at this doorway as like a choke point or something. Because then if they just come through the door...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's enough space in this doorway that you and I could stand at the front. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea.
How long does that last? Can I do... Let's for a minute. I'm not gonna do it yet.
Okay, so everyone's got plans. What about Quello? Are you telling Quello to do anything?
Butler's gonna stand back with Phlebotomus.
We're gonna stand back here and shoot at him.
Ixildor and I will stand at the front.
How about Bloke? Is he coming in with us?
Oh, we still need him. He's our tour guide.
I'll keep an eye on Bloke.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's got their plans?
Yes.
Roll initiative.
Oh, very good.
Fuck, man.
Very good.
Oh boy, there we go.
Got you.
Well, I rolled shit too.
Okay, who got above a 20?
I got a natural 20.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna go for Phlebotomus and Kieran. Who got 15 to 20? Wow. 10 to 15.
Quella was a 12.
Okay, so we go Phlebotomus, Kieran, Quella, and...
5.
Alright. I'm missing a card. There it is. Okay. Let's roll their initiative and get the map up. And we'll get our icons out. Oh shoot, I forgot to draw the door. Well, let's get the map camera up. And... Phlebotomus, do you know what you want to do first?
Yeah. I figure... Should I wait to cast Grease until they get right on top of us? Or should I cast it, in that place where they have to walk to get to the doorway? So, should I wait?
I think right in front of the doorway would benefit our strategy the best.
I'm sort of thinking because if I wait for them to get to us, then they would have to make a savings throw. Otherwise, it would just be difficult to enter and they'd have to...
Well, no, they still need to make a saving throw when they enter the space.
So it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Do we want to fight them right from the doorway? Is that the plan?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, are they animated already?
They're not
No.
animated, so I'll have
So how
to,
do we
like...
draw them in?
I'll have to do that then. Okay.
No, we will have Quella shoot at them.
Oh, good point.
Okay, so...
Can Quella get advantage from that?
I can press myself against the wall to let her through, and then she can shoot around the corner.
So are you holding Grease?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my Grease until after Quella attacks.
Okay, Phlebotomus, tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to hold my Grease spell until after Quella attacks, and I'm gonna cast it on this square right here in front of the
How big
doorway.
is it again? Is it 10 feet by 10 feet or 5 by 5?
10 feet by 10 feet.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. I know where you're going. You're holding it until Quella's done.
Yes.
Okay, Kieran, it's your turn.
Alright, so I've got my shillelagh ready, but what I think I'll do is I think I'm going to hold an attack action. I'm going to wait for something to come in and start slipping on the grease. That way I might be able to get it while it's, prone on the ground.
Okay. Quella's turn.
Do we want to have Quella move all the way to that back wall?
No, just step in, shoot, and then step
out. Okay.
Aye.
So Quella will move 5 feet in.
Which triggers this thing standing up and looking at her.
So we can see her?
Yes.
Okay. Are we having an attack? Oh, that's not good.
This'll be interesting.
Okay, so that's... Do we have an attack that?
This thing...
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this thing always has a ready. It always does the same thing when someone enters the room. So you guys might disagree with me that it pulls out its bow, if you consider that ready or not. It's ready. It pulls out its bow and shoots it. Do you not consider that ready because it didn't have the arrow knocked?
It was inanimate and on the ground, but
It magically
It's
starts
always...
turn.
I mean,
It's
it could
always
always be... Each turn is just readying an attack action.
And
So,
I
yeah.
did pass it.
yep.
So this is desecrated area.
Mhm.
The moment she stepped foot, it stood up.
Yeah, I say that's fine.
Okay. So it's gonna roll.
It's not like it was asleep, it was just
Yeah,
motionless.
it's just inanimate at that point. Crit?
Natural 1.
Well, shit.
So
Oh,
it hasn't fought in so long that the bow snapped in half.
Yeah, okay.
So it pulls it and then just keeps and it just falls apart in its arm and it stops. Go ahead and do Quella's turn.
Okay, yeah, Quella will go ahead and, has it been an hour since our very first encounter for this day?
I would say no.
No, has not. Then she's still concentrating on Hunter's Mark. We'll move it to that thing.
Number 1.
And will fire her arrow at it.
Okay.
Not awesome. It's a 14.
Sticks right into the old studded leather, puncturing through and hitting dead corpse body, giving off gross dust and fluid. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, yes. Is 16 points of piercing damage. What is Quest's fly speed?
Thing does not blink, does not react, just continues to stand and stare at her.
Okay. 15, 20, 25. Okay. Quest will then fly in, and then fly by attack number 1.
There we go.
Okay. And she can only move 60 feet, so let's see.
Yeah.
20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so she's stuck in the room.
And we'll
with
go higher. Once it hits 1, we'll go higher.
it. Just out of reach.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the hit.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
That's more 16 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And we'll just move 10 feet in the as high. How tall are the ceilings?
Oh, really tall. It's like 40 to 50 feet.
Okay,
So
we'll hit and then immediately
Go up
move
20
it.
feet.
Yeah.
So, the bird flies by, flapping at this thing. You see its white hair flailing, and you see the bird biting at its face. And as the bird flies up, you see bits of flesh and hair fall from the bird's beak to the ground. And this thing does not react at all. End of Quell's turn.
Okay.
Number 2 stands up.
Oh, Quella's going to move back in
Behind us.
behind us, which will then trigger your grease spell.
Yes.
Okay. Stop! stands up and has. Okay, so this is an undead ogre. So
An ogre.
a naked creature with a large, great club in its hands with spikes.
Quick, before you move, would we have positioned ourselves that way?
No.
Can you rearrange it?
Yep.
Kieran would be here.
Now the door opens out to you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have it shut right now?
No, we have
You
to
have it
open.
open?
Would
Okay.
be open.
Okay. Ixeldor, it's your turn.
I will hold an attack action for anything that comes within 10 feet.
Okay. Within 10 feet. Okay. Anything else? No.
Actually, no. I'm going to change that. I'm going to cast Divine Favor. So now my attacks deal 1d4 radiant damage.
Oh.
I'm going to get an attack of opportunity when it enters reach anyway.
There you go.
That's good.
And that's your turn?
That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Alright. And so it begins.
Radiance
With the
coming out
poop
of
on
your
the ground.
arms, touching
It's more like
your
goop
weapon
than
and just
goop.
Oh,
blowing.
I do so apologize.
This does not stand up. What is movement when you're crawling? Just half?
Half.
Big ogre crawls and reanimates and disappears behind the benches so you cannot see it. We are at the top of the round with Phlebotomus.
All right. Am I able to shoot at any of them like that?
You'd have to go through friendly area.
Well, it's more like he'd have to shoot through a wall.
Yeah. So no.
Hold your action.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold my action to shoot one of them once I can get a clear shot at them.
Okay.
But also, I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Blood Junior to fly in there, spit at 2, and then fly back out.
Okay.
Right.
So Blood Junior's gonna. How much flight movement does he have?
Flight. He has 30 feet of flight.
20, 30. Well, okay, so
He doesn't
just here,
really
right?
have to fly in there.
Roll the hit.
15 feet and then spit and then
Right.
move out.
Roll the hit.
Right. Where do I have the? There we go. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that is gonna be. 7 acid damage.
Alright, so you see this acid sink into the bone. Like it is actually doing full damage. Just melting away at where the bones are magically constructed together. And he flies back out.
Yay.
So this little bat creature flies back out.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Alright. Now, Kieran, it's your turn.
Well, nothing came, so I'll do the same thing. I will ready an attack action for something that slips on the goo. I'm waiting to see if I get an opportunity to smack something upside the head that's fallen down, but if they don't fall down from the grease, I'll still hit them.
Okay.
So basically anything that enters your reach, you're just going to attack.
I'm sorry, what?
Anything that enters your reach, you're just going to attack.
Yes, but after they've been affected by the grease.
Right.
Number 1 drops the broken bow, pulls out his sword, steps up onto the pew, jumps. 5, 10. Jumps over this pew, lands behind it, and ducks. Now it is Quella's turn.
How much cover does one have?
He has full cover, but he wouldn't if you moved to a different location, if you moved any way. And then the other issue is he proned himself, so he'll have to stand up with a lot of movement.
Oh, drop. You drop prone.
Dropped,
Okay.
yeah.
Quella will hold an attack action for the next visible target.
He would be visible if he stood, so she can do that.
We will have Quest then fly in and attack it.
Oh, right. Flies over and then flies straight up again to get out of reach.
And because it's prone, these attacks are advantage.
Ooh.
He had a readied attack, but he's sitting down and slashing up. Is that even possible? A disadvantage?
I don't even know if it's a disadvantage, to be honest with you.
Because I've just never gotten to this point.
Prone. Crawl has to be. Attacks have disadvantage. Oh, they do have disadvantage.
That makes sense to me.
Yep.
So, because he was waiting for someone to come within range, he's going to slash at Quest first. And...
Good.
Okay, I got a 15.
Just hit.
Okay.
It's a bird that unfortunately doesn't have ranged attacks.
Most birds don't.
I mean, I don't think shitting on people is considered a ranged attack.
Just give her like a teensy little crossbow.
Yeah, right.
Alright, 6 points of slashing damage to the underbelly of this beautiful swan's white feathers.
Oh no.
And then digging into the bloody gash is 5 points of necrotic damage eating away at the wound.
9 and 5.
Yep.
14. Oh, shit.
Target must succeed a constitution saving throw.
With a con save. Natural 20.
Succeeds. Awesome. Okay. So she flies back up. Oh, right. Go ahead and do the attack now.
Advantage. We have 18 to hit.
Hit.
Plus 4 is 10 points of piercing damage.
Alright, so while she's getting slashed at, she buffs right into its face, biting and pulling and piercing with the teeth inside of her bill. And you said 10?
10, yes.
And is able to take more chunks of its head away, exposing skull and broken
And then is
bone.
immediately flying away.
Right, exactly.
Right out the door.
And flies back up, not even dripping regular blood, dripping black, gross, rotting blood to the ground.
Made the Constitution saving throw.
I know,
Wow.
but it's still necrotic damage and blood.
Oh, right.
Right.
Flavor effect.
Yeah!
I thought
I'm
just
trying to paint a picture here!
just right here.
Trying to beat the devil out of it, okay?
The goose is okay.
Just trying to have happy little accidents. Can you just back off? Paula's just reading and...
Yeah.
I think the happy little bluebird made a happy little doo-doo on your shoulder.
in your finger.
Oh, what?
Sorry, we've seen it way too many times. Number 2 steps forward. And is now within 10 feet of you.
Which I will then attack.
Yep. Roll to stab. Slash. Wave
Smack.
the thing around.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
No, that's not awesome. It's 9 points of slashing damage, 4 points of acid damage, 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so you slash through the bone, exposing the insides
The marrow.
of of the marrow of the bone, and even bubbles left over from rot. And acid sinks in, pulling it apart and exposing even more, which radiant pushes in through those openings, strikes through the whole body and makes it glow just for a bright second. And the creature starts to kind of crumble a little bit, but raises its club up and slams around at Kieran.
Do I have cover?
Half cover.
Alright. So that's what, +2 to my armor
Plus
class?
half cover is +2 to armor class.
Alright. Good, good, good.
21.
Which I think just hits.
That's exactly what you needed.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, disadvantage. Wait, no, you just added 2. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, shites!
So this big wooden chunk comes flailing at your face, spikes, and you kind of cover up to not get hit in the face, but it does hit your arm with 11 points of bludgeoning damage. You didn't break, but you feel the sponge effect on your bones, just as he pulls back.
That packs a bit of a punch there.
That's the end of its turn. Ixeldor, it is your turn.
I will make an attack against number 2.
Okay.
Not so good. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay.
No armor on this thing, just a big ogre skeleton.
Damn. 10 points of slashing damage. 4 points of acid damage. 4 points of radiant damage.
Very good, very good.
Okay, so you did a ton more damage this time. This time, your slashes and your stabs really open up the rib cage, the sternum, the skull, and through all of these marks, acid is eating away, and the chest falls. And with one last stab in the back of, like behind the rib cage into the vertebra, you hit with radiant damage that bursts the entire skeleton. It flies, bone parts flying everywhere, hitting the walls and falling to the ground.
Well, that deals with that.
Anything else, Ixeldor?
That will be... Actually, from where I'm standing... Actually, no, it's an action. Never mind. No, that's it. I'm done.
Crawl, crawl, crawl.
Alright.
That's as far as I can go with crawling. Phlebotomist, it is your turn.
Okay. I can't really hit any of them where I am, can I?
No.
Okay.
You could ready for when number 1 either stands up or moves over.
That's what I'm thinking I'll do. I'll ready for when number 1 stands up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have Blood Jr. fly in to where he's in range of them.
I'm not gonna stand up to do that, but go ahead and...
Yeah, but
You can only really move just a little bit if you want him to be able to come back out into safety.
You could have him
I was
fly
gonna
way
have him
up.
fly straight up, yeah.
Okay, alright.
So I'll just have him fly in there, fly straight up, then spit at, let's have him spit at 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that is gonna be 7.
Misses.
Yeah.
So acid hits one of the stone pews and just seeps into the pores of the old stone.
Okay.
And he flies up and gets out of the way. Little bat thing is boop, 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 up there. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is gonna be it.
Kieran, it is your turn.
Not much for the close combatants today.
Yeah, the ranged have it. Oh, you gotta kill.
We can just wait. We can just keep waiting.
Do you have, like, produce flame or anything?
I have infestation. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can hit number 1 with infestation.
You don't have to see him? I don't feel like you have to, but I don't remember if it's sight. You know he's there. You can see corners of him.
It would make sense that he doesn't have to see him.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. The bugs just go and find their target and...
It doesn't specifically say.
Okay, well then no, it would say. So go ahead and hit.
Alright, it requires a dexterity save.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm sorry. Constitution saving throw.
is it bees again?
Yes.
So bees.
I'll just
fly-
reach back, hold my hand open. The bees land on my hand and I hook a big ball of bees.
Big ball of bees goes out like a disco light, and then comes down at the white and attacks. Con save of 13.
That fails. So, he's gonna take 5 points of piercing damage. Mundane.
Okay.
And then he's going to have to get really, really agitated by the bugs. And he moves.
Ooh.
Oh.
It forces him northwest 5 feet.
So he stands up in a way that you guys can actually see. Only has half cover. If you want to roll to hit.
I am gonna roll to hit.
Bees everywhere, and he's slashing his sword at them. And
Yeah, Quella's gonna roll to hit as well.
go ahead, do both at the same time.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, so that is gonna be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Awesome. Okay.
Natural 20.
Hits.
Nice.
Fucking right!
Is my arcane weapon still active?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you have it? When did you activate it?
The fight with the
Durgar.
The Durgar.
Like in the foundry where the forge was, where you guys kicked the people into the
Yes.
river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yes. It's an hour, right?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
16 points.
Okay, so that's nice.
Okay.
So that's 10 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Okay, so you guys strike this thing with arrows and a bolt at the same time. There's already exposed skull thanks to the crazy magical strong swan. And actually shoot at the weak neck and lock this thing's head off, and it rolls away from you and falls to the ground.
Ooh.
Well, that was effective.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
Yeah, good job. The three-parter here. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Kieran, anything else you'd like to do?
Just pat myself on the back right there. Oh, yes. Playing to the party's strengths with my genius brains. Brains.
Quella's turn.
Yes.
If... Oh, damn. Can Quella step around the corner without getting in the grease?
She'd have to jump it, and you guys are kind of in the way. She can do a standing jump. She'd just have to move through allied space.
Can she do that?
I'm pretty sure.
It's dependent on her strength, what her standing long jump distance is.
Her strength is an 11.
I thought we decided she could jump 5 feet.
I feel like you can.
Because we did earlier across the stream.
Yeah.
Well, we were running. That's a running long jump.
She didn't jump for that one.
The jump distance is halved when performing a standing jump.
Alright,
So
so
you
if
can
I
jump
jump
your strength score in feet straight forward.
Oh, straightforward. She wouldn't.
So she could move.
She wouldn't make it that far.
Yeah.
So you guys are just in the way. So no, she can't.
Or she could just slide through. She's got a high dexterity.
Yeah,
She
she
could
could
just try to
run
move through. Yeah, she'll try to move through the grease.
Go ahead and roll the dex save to try to get through it.
Okay.
See if it beats Sir Phlebotomus's save.
Dexterity saving throw. 14.
My spell save DC is 14.
Oh.
Okay, so that succeeds.
Alright, so she's able to tiptoe through, come around,
No.
slide.
No, she slides
Slide
through
in.
the goo, gets her feet nice and gooey, jumps up on the pew, slides down like skater sky, and just pops one right in that skeleton's fucking face.
Is it prone?
Yes.
So it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Can she get in a way... Can she move next to the creature?
Yeah, why?
She has a rapier.
Yep.
Plus 1 rapier.
Okay, so she slides, pulls out.
So ditches the bow, takes the rapier out, and just quick stabs into the skull.
Go ahead.
It's only plus 6 to hit, so 22.
Hits?
With the bonus action, we'll move the Hunter's Mark to that one.
Yeah.
Plus 4 is 12 points of piercing damage.
You guys haven't done any damage to this one yet. So the sword stabs into its skull, but it still looks up with its dead eye sockets up at her.
It's one dead eye.
Quest will then fly around and with a...
Dive bomb it?
Yeah, flanking if possible.
Yes. So that should nullify the fact that it's prone.
Well, it's a melee.
Right,
It's a melee, so it's actually a double advantage.
That's right.
That's shitty. 17.
Oh shit, I forgot it had a ready to action. 17 hit? Yes. We'll do the ready to action after this super cool stunt move.
I don't think skeletons are smart enough to ready actions.
Fine.
Well, maybe. No, they could be. Zombies aren't. That's what I'm thinking of.
9 points of piercing damage.
There's some religious stuff at work in this room. That's my argument for why.
Right, no, I'm... Zombies aren't, skeletons are.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, there's a lot of stabbing, and there's a lot of feathers and biting, and a lot of stuff going on. Quella's turn is over, and she can't move away, but your quest flies up. Excelor, it's your turn.
Ready to action.
Right, ready to action. It was ready to hit someone with its club at disadvantage from its angle if they got close enough. Tries to hit Nat with a... Sorry, tries to hit Quella with a 15.
Will miss.
Which is going to miss, thanks to her awesome jump through the air and land. Now it's Ixildor's turn.
Oh, damn. Well, I don't have anything to lose. I don't have anything to lose at this point. I'm going to try to move through the grease.
Okay.
Can I... Hold on. Let me see.
On your turn. You can just dispel it.
Okay, on my turn.
You can get within range, actually, if you go this direction.
Dirty 20.
Awesome. Okay, so you get through.
Okay, so I.
So you also stamp through with your plate armor. And
we have 10 points of slashing, 2 points of acid.
how do you want
Flatten it like a pancake.
Yeah, I'm just going. It's prone on the ground, swinging its club. I'm just going to bring the haft end of the halberd down and just keep repeatedly smashing it until it's nothing but a pile of dust.
So first you cut the arm and the club just lands and rolls away, and then you cut the head and the head rolls under your feet, and then you cut the legs and send those off, and it's just a pile of bones. And you guys have finished the room.
Woohoo.
Very good, very good.
That was really good teamwork with the infestation.
Thank you, thank you.
Good job, everyone.
I was getting a little annoyed with him just sitting there behind cover the whole time.
He ruined our plan.
He really did.
This bastard.
So, speaking of which, let's take a look at his armor.
Also, I've decided I'm not going to dispel the grease. I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay. Okay.
Could you?
Well, I mean, if anything comes through the doorway, it's going to have to get through the grease.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, alright. I'll just pole vault over the corner here. You're on your own, of course, but...
That's fine. That's fine.
I do want to see
He's
escape
probably
across it,
just
though.
going to try and just like slip and slide.
You know, I think I want to follow suit. I'm going to try exactly what Quilla did.
Okay, so you try to imitate Quella. Go ahead.
I got an 11.
Like first
You
time.
slide in and feet over. Bees are like all over the place.
I'm going to try and do the same cool slide trick.
Okay. I'm just gonna dispel it if it fails.
Yeah. I get an 8, so that fails.
Yeah, so you go to slide in and feel yourself biff it, and then just remove it. And you're...
Oh. Well,
Oh,
there we go.
Isn't that convenient? I thought we had to leave the grease there just in case.
Oh, did we? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roam.
Alright, let's see about these this thing with the bow and the sword. Looks suspiciously like a white.
You can roll religion to guess what it is.
Check. $22.
It's a white. It's not a white, it's a wicket.
It's a wicked.
The word white meant person in days of yore, but the name now refers to an evil undead who were once mortals, driven by dark desire and great vanity. When death stills such a creature's heart and snuffs its living breath, its spirit cries out and is revived in this form. It has its own malevolent agenda that it will adhere to. Possesses the memories and drives of their former living selves. They'll heed the call of whatever dark entity transformed them into undead, swearing oaths and continuing its autonomy. Never tiring, a white can pursue its goals relentlessly without distraction.
So, I kind of wonder what made it like that then.
It's definitely an orc white, and there's orc graffiti all over.
Okay, so an orc necromancer maybe.
So, how's its armor?
Desiccated studded leather.
What about that sword it had with the necrotic damage?
It's a long sword, and the necrotic damage came from its life drain, not from the sword itself.
I see, okay.
I'm wondering if my AC would be better with studded leather. I can clean it up.
Well, you have the scale mail. The +1 scale mail?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to take that off your hands if you don't want it.
Your AC is higher than Quella's. She's got +1 studded leather on.
I'm just thinking.
Anyway, let's do that outside of the episode. You can decide that later.
Alright, so I'm going to...
Collect it for now.
Oh.
Can we...
I'm going to check
It's
for traps.
59:55.
Yeah, I know. We're going to go until just a little bit longer. So you're checking for traps? Any other investigations going on?
Yeah, maybe check for any hidden compartments or any loot around here.
I'm going to have you just do an overall search, but yeah, go and roll investigation.
Yeah, sounds good. 22.
Good, okay. So you're not finding any traps of any kind. This looks like a church where the original Dur-Geddon the Black was buried next to his wife. And you see the dwarven skeleton resting his back between his mother and his father's coffins. Must have been a Dur-Geddon himself, who lost a battle against orcs in this very room. While he's wearing Dur-Geddon plate armor. Also strewn around him are not Dur-Geddon weapons, but Dur-Geddon tools. It looks like a big, beautiful mithril tool bag with a Dur-Geddon symbol on it has been tipped over, and there are blacksmithing tools strewn about with the same Dur-Geddon mark on every single tool.
Mithril?
Mithril.
I say mithril.
Mithril.
I say titanium.
I'm torn. I don't want to steal from the dead. Especially Dur-Geddons.
May I make
However.
a religion check? Is there... I don't know if I can sense spirits or if there's any more. I'm willing to use another divine sense if it helps detect undead or restless spirits, if you'll allow that.
Perhaps hold off on that. I'm going to use a combination of mending and mold earth to try and fix all of the stonework.
Okay, you're not able to fix the faces and the statues of all the gods to complete cleanliness or 100% stature, but you're able to clean up the graffiti. You're able to get rid of most of the damage. There's still cracks and missing chunks that are just gone from over time. But it's really a good show of effort and care. And does anyone want to clean the gross bodies out of the room?
I will remove the...
So you remove...
Yes, our captive can drag the bodies out.
Right, so your captive helps, and you guys get the undead bodies out, and the room is much better now.
I will also use a bit of... I have an alms box and another block of incense and a censer, and I will go ahead and just perform a mundane cleansing ritual, something along the lines of a funerary rite.
Okay. Awesome.
Did we want to take a long rest, and can you prepare ceremony?
If we take a long rest, I can prepare ceremony. Actually, I have ceremony prepared.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just going to cast ceremony.
So you do a funerary rite for the Dur-Geddon, son of Dur-Geddon the Black. You guys do not know his name, but you're guessing that he's the son. He's of the Dur-Geddon line. He has the Dur-Geddon crest. And he looks much like the statue that is on the coffin of Dur-Geddon the Black. And you just lay him in a way that is more appropriate. And Phlebotomist, as you're helping move things around to clean up this area, and you're cleaning up the tools and throwing them in the bag, you realize that the inside of the bag is bigger than the outside. And it's just a neat little tool space, and there's a space for every tool as you put it in there.
Ooh. That's cool.
Wait, did you say the bag was mithril?
Yeah, the bag. So it's lighter. When you lift the bag, it is much lighter than you expect. It looks like a big, heavy metal bag. But it's mithril, so you just pick it right up.
Awesome.
The tools themselves are of a different metal. We can decide that later. But these are just blacksmithing tools that you're putting away.
That's useful.
And anything else?
Anything else you guys can think of?
That's a very weird box? Bag?
It's more of a bag, I think.
It's got like handles, and it's got like plates that come together, and like
It's like a puzzle bag box.
Is it more plates, or is it like mithril chain that would...
It's plates.
Okay.
It's a bunch of like
Sheet metal.
over-covering, like a scorpion, if you've ever seen a scorpion.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a cool utility belt.
Bag.
Utility belt bag.
Box.
It's like for you, You'd have to put it on your back like a backpack.
It's like a cool utility belt backpack.
Bag, box.
Thing.
Awesome.
So
Is
that's
it-
weird.
Were we going to do a long rest?
I think this would be a good place. Let's deal with that Durgar.
Yes, I agree. How long has it been since our last long rest?
2-3 hours.
It's been quite a while.
I don't
Or
think
it's not, it hasn't been quite a while.
You can't take long rests that often, I thought.
Alright, well, we can keep going then.
Okay.
You guys
Do
could do
we-
a short rest.
We could do a short rest. Which I actually would benefit quite a bit from that.
Okay.
If you do that, you will run out the charm.
So we gotta deal with him first.
Is there any other place that we need to go that he has not shown us?
Yep, the whole northeast part of the dungeon, and he did say there were more animated objects coming up, and he did show you his use against the animated objects.
We should probably take care of that.
Yeah.
Alright, somebody grab the leash.
Yes.
I will take the leash.
Gonna walk the bloke.
I will walk the bloke.
Do you take the tool bag?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was implicit, yeah.
Okay.
I have
If
written
you
down
do-
everything.
So when I gave Kieran the staff, he's like, I'm not interested in this dumb stick. Anyway. Are we ending the episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have cleaned up the Church of KHUNDRUKAR to all the dwarven gods, and you have reconsecrated the land in which the Durgeddon family is buried, which is a great deed. And if no one saw you do it, maybe even the gods saw and appreciate it. So we're going to end our episode there. And then we'll continue the rest of our tour of the Forge of Fury on Downstairs and Dragons. So, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.